Anticipating vision, panorama, chameleon eye view, a million IQ, X-ray diffusive, energy I-beam caused by a crystalline focal point reflected through my polygranite and mono element of a digital steel combined with quadruple helix DNA. I strip off the RNA of an already dysfunctional nucleus. The hologram dissipates. The eyes no longer deceive. Submersive action partakes no longer effusive. I choose to disintegrate. Ultraman transformation, lunar power space station, solar cell, biblical version, new unisex descendant from the God in one of his personalities. Born of a black hole located near fear and its adversary, between evil and good lies the birthplace. I was raised by one embryonic civilization, a family of spineless bipeds with two flesh-like dreads. Finished out from this existence, I was granted a new mission in life, to find the location of this lower life creation and grab his life as if it was physical, and then send it within its own flesh until erased from history and all the written tablets. My family will strain through erasers and surrect through my circular objects.
The truth is out there.
Space aliens.
The truth is out there.
Panik boy.
The truth is out there.
Spam Kenobi.
The truth is out there. Just ignore me when I'm metamorphing and forging lives I'm forming. Mornings I spend in a complex bending worlds without warning, contorting the adverse effects of vocal warming, directly affecting the psyche with a silent whistle. Fly by frequently my waves, but frequencies in your everyday practice. Metaphors causing static in my paradigm, twisting dimensions around clocks. Adding to the madding moniker that my conscience sponsors. My existence is a pixel monitored in high resolution revolution, diluted in muted muse movements, fusing conscious coolants in my moves that music atmosphere. Dosing propulsion in oceans of audio motion. Let the waveform molest your brain, core and snatch you by your thoughts. Now you caught, now it's all your fault, now enveloped in my web. I'm the alien spider, snatch your body and eat your head.
Circular object.
The truth is out there.
Space aliens.
The truth is out there.
Panik boy.
The truth is out there.
And Spam Kenobi.
The truth is out there.
Circular object.
The truth is out there.
Space aliens.
The truth is out there.
Panik boy.
The truth is out there.
Spam Kenobi.
The truth is out there. Deceiving characteristics, soul magnets, hold mechanics of moral panics and manic sociopaths. The world is seated to believe in free salvation, recalculation of worth, life recalibration for earth's emancipation. Curse quakes placed for church shaking, opportunity out of benefit situations. Behold the revelations, written approximations for faith-driven abominations, conceived and subconsciously perceived implications. Slumber memories, based in sleep states, deep state sheets can create hurling quickly over fences, evading the senses. With no skeptics who defend this, no God wrenches to end this barrage and change the facade of religious descendants. My competition and ethic, no evil intended against tradition, just attempting to bend it, contort it until I send its distorted frequency into the ethic interactive dynamics processor, God's predecessor, with no ledger to leaven the seventh weathering apocalypse, so logic can seek shelter in the shield of skepticism. Who's Who's next to upload?
Third Eye Bandwagon Bliss tickets 104 through 6. Transparent words melt, and it's midnight of your life caught meditating. Now you're climbing Mount Sinai, burning words, stimulating life from a carefully stated verses and chapters written from the easily convinced. For those that burn without confrontation of a radiant figure, the elevator up is not easily the road paved in carnelians. Might be the third eye was planted by a socially labeled them. A book of positive reinforcement was authored by the overdose Valium intaker. A vigilante of the heavens, engulfing every second of his descendants, sipping on the need of a leader, fulfilling social figure. And his death will be a sign of life completion, and his epidermis will be digestives for remembrance. Theocentric window for the opticals that dilate in the presence of socially implanted silhouette. Explanations and further details are available. Intake cyanide and collapse on your knees. Drink milkshake and carbon monoxide and die. And remember, a cyclops from a defective gene pool is a ruler in the land of the blind. Who's next to upload?
Third Eye Bandwagon, 7 bliss tickets, 6 through 16, Sistine visions, missions, supreme artistic intention, sadistic definitions, defining what it means to be a pessimistic Christian, unlimited heathenistic renditions of repetitious commission, abrogating abrupt gestures of consequence, events consequentially immune to the forewarned, premonitions of futuristic time continuance, new senses, abolish the new sense of data save and recall, falling and failing in uncompressed modes, perplexed through condensed info, a riddle. Who's next to upload?
Third Eye Bandwagon Bliss tickets and the other 12 Judas. Over the hilltop descends a wooden cross, bleeding blood of the mystified chauffeur of a wagon bearing the eye of a highly yet lowly in the eyes of the solely vigilante militant in social order ordinance of praising oracles for convening offers, sacrificing church pricing organization, Armageddon enticing persuasive tactics, orders of sentences to convince the deaf, dumb and blind of sadomasochistic practice, gothic reference with ashes on their forehead to forward the coming of scripture caution depicted by the illusional delusion practice behavior. Thy savior is a third eye bandwagon bliss ticket holder, a collector of some sort. Who's next to upload? exponential growth through self-replication to increase the neutrino population. Without a cell I exist, controlling the chemical balance within the nuclear area, insisting cells release a proper amount of gametes. I am a chromatin live within myself, feeding the chloroplast of mitochondria, uses lysosomes within a nanosecond biosis take actions, and the current science claims my existence an impossibility. But in 3 years the improbable will morph into the logical explanation to the elimination of the primitive mind. Me a domestic animal, nah, more like a prospect cannibal, channeling the fragile. I be a parasite within a pair of eyes beyond the files of X. With no equations to hex my foresight, I spot the door to conquer the world faster than the falling anchor. I act aggressively to concentrate my aggressive nature and place it on blueprints to sit on NATO's World Trade Center and fluctuate the economic system. I am the nanosecond. Science claim my existence an impossibility. I am a genius of modern day science. I do it all in electricity type format. People know me as a nanosecond living creature. I live in a nanosecond. The fastest creature to ever walk on planet Earth. I have given birth to new ideas and technology, which is unforeseen through the modern eyes of humans. I have seen the future. I travel through it. Yeah, dude. Whenever I want to travel, I use my filaments and shit. Fish, it ain't my favorite dish. Single-cell amoeba, virus and shit. Whenever traveling, I tunnel through my solid mass like light through glass, electronic to metallic mass, conducting my every molecule, cell walls of every microcubule, coupled with a pliable filament. Everything pauses, looks still, and still I reckon it's hard to relate to other beings in a nanosecond. My lifespan revolves around survival of my species. Not an extraterrestrial, cause I do not come in abundance. Rides when I hear the seventh trumpet. I am a genius, a felonious at this. When I grab the mic, I see two people turn to three. I self-duplicate, self-replicate, I self-mate. I put my gametes within myself. I'd rather do self-replication than self-destruction. They say the strangest thing happened when you're not around. Black holes with metamorphosis of human summon entity to a programmable yet perpetual shade of manipulated start to be more significant. Let's just say if it was me or you, existence can only shine on one, not two. Which one would he choose? When the earth rotates, it rotates those surrounded by camera crews. At night they rerun yesterday's news. Add new pictures of worthless excerpts so the viewers can be fooled. What I'm saying is, not only is life manipulated, not only is existence syncopated, but the rumors of other dimensions deemed to be true. And who controls it? The answer's not in books, but in plain view. Not a third eye bandwagon ticket holder 1 and 2, but an informant with information from the land of brickless castles and fire-burned igloos. Who do I have to be? A magician to be believed? A bum who claims street prophecies? Or maybe a celebrity as seen on TV with scientific facts backed up by athletes? Sponsored by NBA, NFL, and MTV. An executive manager for gold medalists, a part-time parent with biblical policies. Electron living single or a space odyssey. Oddly, I'm not neither space breather, either consumer, just a pedestrian that walks the sidewalks of mind sculpting in a mountain of bullshit stew. A pyramid with glass ceiling, napalm bombs, and fragrance of womb. Existence is up to you. A magic mark on canvas with documents won't do. Existence don't shine bright. It's on how you look at yourself. Are you really you? Do you do things in your day that really fits your mood? Do you sing in restrooms or do you do your thing and pursue? 90% of all earthlings say no, and that seems to be true. What happened to the nameless crews that really paid their dues, only to wake up one morning and hear the bad news that they're nameless? Existence don't shine bright on everyone.
I have no anatomical distinction, just basis for extinction. I have no anatomical distinction, just basis for extinction. I have no anatomical distinction, just basis for extinction. I have no anatomical distinction, just just basis for extinction. Existing, absent from physical properties, photographs grace the posterior of milk cartons floating in space, entertaining the logical probability, rather the possibility of ever living at all. Am I living at all? Walking, breathing, seemingly existing in a third dimension when actually a facsimile, the maximum sum of some delusional equation, proving illusion of being of humans' contributions to creation. Rather matter composed to lace visions of grandeur. Rather matter composed to lace visions of mastery. Rather matter composed to lace visions visualized without reality to balance against insanity. Say you saw me but can't prove that you seen me. Can't prove that you weren't dreaming outside of dreaming dreams within your dreams. Dream a dream of me and what I seem to be. No anatomical distinction, just basis for extinction. No anatomical distinction, just basis for extinction. No anatomical distinction, just basis for extinction. No anatomical distinction, just basis for extinction.
Delinquent in the knowledge of living. Capital letters of your name are falling, sipping like blood on the floor. From a soil, you see a door and a doorbell ring. Sing a song of a hollow man or a hologram, but who's to tell? Tell if a lizard rejuvenates itself. Is it the same? According to DNA is smaller than the cell, but what it entails, it tells the fables and stories don't always prevail well. Hailing stormy weather hits your head lighter than a feather. What comes in small packages ain't always better. A mirror reflects, deflects the eye of a glass, and glass are used to magnify images and sentences. But I can't see what's under your cap. A fully functional brain, a happy person, sad or insane. I can't see the road which you came. It's tears from the eyes, from happiness or due to pain. I see life is beautiful in phases and phases, which is sheep's eating grain. Living in caves, branded numbers and names, existing in one-dimensional plane, viewed through window pane that we call television. I have no atomical distinction, just basis for extinction. I have no atomical distinction, just basis for extinction. I have no atomical distinction, just basis for extinction. I have no atomical distinction, just basis for extinction. I have no atomical distinction, just basis for extinction. Yeah, I think light is much faster than thought. For many logical reasons. Observe evidence A. Light cannot be grasped, absorbed into your melanin. Faster than a nanosecond, evident to every mammal, amphibian, biped, walking pedestrian. That the world's gonna light up at dawn faster than any thought. Whether you're a photon, electrons circulating around the nucleus, scientists observe that light has presence in levels subatomic. Use your imagination and it's bound to get served. Tunnel through rays, battling in itself is preposterous. You can dip your head and sound like an ostrich, but any part exposed, the source is gonna exert to any piece of work. Even a nocturnal will get burned by the rays. The moon will get those that hide during the day. So walk up out of your cave and drink your lemonade. What it contains is not the same as your everyday microwave. Let an iron won't protect you, so don't bother with your blockade. It can travel in outer space, omnipresence in 2 different places. Use your light as a vessel and your thoughts will disintegrate.
This man's an idiot.
That's my case. Let the defense rest.
Nah.
Does the prosecutor have anything to say?
Damn right I got something to say.
Cross-examination? Spam. Would you rise?
That's me. Spam's up.
Begin your appeal.
As soon as you stop talking.
Or forever hold your peace. Would you please rise up out of your seat?
I'm up.
Get up off of your seat. Damn it.
Today, I brought you evidence that light, in fact, is not faster than thought. I will prove. Panik. Allocating, shifting, making, shifting, taking movement, making, proving, shifting, lifting, blatant labels to cerebral channel, dismantling limits, miles per hour travel, thought analysis, battle the catalyst. Life not faster than light, the masters unconsciously wielding power fast enough to exist, not leaving evidence that it existed. No flashes, no burnt bulbs, no physical expression, no suggestion, no imprints left in images, embedding character impressions. Mirrored contributions, arguing the logic with methodic distribution of knowledge shifted to shape, fitted disagreements like cannot be faster than thought, cause you have time to see it. Yet still, Panik insists on bringing his foul, unnecessary, insignificant case to the. He has no defense. No defense. So I will rest my case stating that Sam is indeed the man, never proven wrong. And if Panik would dare differ in opinion from what I am saying now, then screw him, because he lost. For real, statistics do show the 9 million electric eels will be invading pickle jars everywhere. Ill enough to me. Purple euphoria consisting of free space around which to reiterate daily practices of meditation around defecating waste while trying to escape amphibious predators. Dependencies hitting you the death trap, especially motive for a soul of aviation. So I steer clear of the lily pads. I'd rather eat shit and lay eggs than participate in eugenic experiments for perfect maggot offspring flies, lead very intricate existences. Insignificant to other living organisms in the rhythm of life. Red and violet mixtures and soprano voices in a new orchestra, so I'm forced to act deaf and blind. The best of mine is minute in comparison to the best actors of Homo sapiens. So I play men adjacent to books and chess. I sit atop books and look within my supposedly blind eyes to the lenses of the purple fly.
Feels that he can kick in forge. Thousands of tiny outer cells in the skin. Each chromatophore is like a bag of pigment at the center of scopes of muscles. When the nerves relax the muscles, the bag contracts and wrinkles and
Purple experimental, toxicating, oscillating, approximating landing zone, ribosomes of the age-old pest control evader and aviator, and occasionally associated with the horse prefix of similar anatomical distinction. Birthing millions every second around the globe waiting flotation devices, hoping to escape the horrible fate of swatting air pressure from Homo sapiens. With the same energy exertion, I avoid the evil toad tongue, flying 337 miles per hour and 20 miles per hour zone. Forwarding at the same pace that the rest of the earth seemingly reverses, versus the inappropriate behavior of the kamikaze organisms. Involved in massive mutiny of a once-defining culture for the creation of a silicone community, monopolizing the amphibious textures and costumes. Commonly wore by Benedict Arnold and Jewish turned Nazis, and a paparazzi grammatically contradicting the early language of the fly, original according to individual ability, and the creed of the purple fly. Phenomenal oddities, possibly astounding, pounding at the imagery of cinematically created imitations, frustrated civilizations and monarchies overthrown by sky pirates and persecuted by the jurisdiction of amphibian wannabes, executed and resurrected as frogs, instead of majesty, rather the epitome of such, but the bloodlines also victims of circumstantial homicide and desensitized genocide. What I say don't make sense, wait for the made-for-TV movie, trial ending, pending erasing of all knowledge of the aforementioned, mentioned the previous event to be honored by way of rain, celebrated as a primary objective, order carrier, DEFCON 172,304, hardcore tactics and revolutionary war testaments, sworn to take effect to guarantee the extinction of purple fly hysteria.
What's known as chromatophores, tens of thousands of tiny color cells in the skin. Each chromatophore is like a bag of pigment at the center of
Spam is music. Panik is music. From the soul. From the soul. Advancing, chronological standing without the merits of lasting, the passing increments, casting mimics to mock minutes, each with a moment frozen in its entirety, entirely open to flattery. Happily ever after, missing adequate endings, pending the nature of closure, exposing the latter half forward, the shattered half of the vein, pumping blood throughout pain infested flesh shields. Some will express the need for exit, others may or may not express it. Intestines, time-tested method of nerve deprivation for stress relief, or endure the prolonged cure for obscure emotional breakdown. Hope inclinations to soothe situations involving attitude administration, the subtraction of patience, dislocating of proper psychiatric maintenance, not to raise hints pertaining to the bane of my existence. Insane, significant, insane, it really makes no difference. Progression without progression or significant movements. Advancement without advancement or significant movements. Progression without progression or significant movement. Advancement without advancement or significant movement.
I've seen them pass, those at progress stages, fundamental know-hows, succeeding novice in the world unknown, teach like geriatrics, those with blurred faces and time frames where the details are stuck in the past. I've seen them advance, melting them their way through, unevolved in time where their brains are like deflated air balloons, those that are sheep genetically altered buffoons, stuck in time frames where their DNA is stuck in nomads. I've seen them crash procrastination, playing games of elimination, known to the destination, novice in the expert world, stuck in the origin, saying amen to petrified men who depend highly on traditional superstition, stuck in time frames, trying to hold on to what little they have. Now I've seen them pass, I've seen them advance, I've seen them crash, and the last thing I saw was them talking out the ass and math jargon, pseudo-scientific jazz.
Blossoming consciousness, locking worlds away to stay hidden from paranoia-driven apprehension. Static shaded gray, focus colored in, objects of indifference fade away with significance abrogated, unjustly eradicated, proportional knowledge facets fabricated, mirrored by empty spaces in volume, echoing any of all things not known in tones tuned to tortured, fertilizing audible orchards, growing fruits for thought, food for those not in the know but willing to consume and adopt the nutrients needed to grow a full circle soul, complete conscience for meager manhole, scared straight to have to stand so in the stance of an animal, went from clawing mandibles to gnawing at tangible dormant facts in the act of deception, to keep lies from the process of progression, selections intended to shield deceiving suggestions from the minds of the sheep. Minds of the weak go unprotected.
Illusions of blooming when stagnation is the state of your being. You're living in a time frame you can't escape. You hustle, you ask for the usher, you ask for the aisle and the straight line of evolution. You evolve into your origin, evolve into your point of breaking point, like a porcelain statue. Your status of a photograph appearing to change, adhering to time, but when analyzed it is concluded in the report that you are in the state of in which you came, demanding progress by regurgitating information, hoping osmosis will fill your databases. But malfunction is your fate and setting of human-like marionette. Walking down a peculiar hallway, considering fiddling with one of these doors to unfasten the hinges and twist with clockwise forwards. Getting balls with my jaw stayed nihilistic. Static, I'm an ornithologist, inspiration to heaven and hell. One place causes complication. Some might say their existence is 5 years after revelation. I see humans with their heads chopped off, peeking through someone else's view. A mirror in the morning and night causes more stimulation than the thought of Allah. The mighty words of wisdom slotted in the rumors. Static, gossip circulation. I pass the ammo to my classmates and squeeze the trigger. Watch a photon beam disintegrate the third eye dismember figure. I'm a human terminator in a state of electroshock, watching the earth get sick and bleeding aqua clutch, replacing the sun with dry ice and watch the Milky Way fog. Yeah, I'm still in the hallway, wonder if I should twist I knob. Pass the balance time, metamorph, infiltrate the organ, one-eyed horse breed integrated with Billy Goat. Humans are still transparent despite the opaque primer upper dermis coat. Hurt past my hair, conducting through my hypothalamus, shock brain activity explode the macro electrometer, erasing the data for 10-year analysis, salivate the coming of total destruction, with launchpad in a state of all-day function, with limited air supply, homo sapiens turn purple cannibals, animals, space shuttle shackles, the crowds are muffled, I aim my artillery, blast them out to kingdom come, watch the debris explode like Russian ear holes, then I make my way to most icy, close my eyes for a nightly vision. I'm a human terminator in a state of electroshock, watching the earth get sick, bleed aqua clots. I'm a human terminator in a state of electroshock, watching the earth get sick, bleed aqua clots. I'm a human terminator in a state of electroshock, watching the earth get sick and bleeding aqua clots.
Electromechanical manual alphabet, extending middle digits gradually, facing electrons, allied protons, refuse to generate magnetic fields in cooperation with opposites, necessary to wage war against electroconvulsive therapy, rarely undergoing electroanalysis, passive space in a massive database of information, compressed image format, URL request rejected, petition for downloading energy, maximum speed, estimated but running minimally, venomous parasite enemy, marathon centipede, 100 legs with which to walk, simulated thought and artificial intelligence, irrelevant attempts to pimp the static.
I'm a human terminator in a state of electroshock. Watch the earth get sick, bleed aqua clots. I'm a human terminator in a state of electroshock. Watch the earth get sick, bleed aqua clots. I'm a human terminator in a state of electroshock. Watch the earth get sick, bleed aqua clots. Aqua clots. Stimulated aggression, abnormal level, serenity, overweighted by the density of overwhelming panic, overwhelmed by the seldom reappearance of miracles. Except today's miracles, Armageddon, Armageddon, armed with spectral censored weapons. Nuclear fireworks fill the sky with red clouds, prayer beads fell to the ground, religions heads bow, feeling the sacred power of the 4 horsemen and the 7 trumpet. 100 unknown species of insects invade the shield generator, impenetrable contours of aerodynamic passing through the crevice with a complex system of order to keep it all in order. A sequence of life and death, electroshock shower the faces of many, if any, survivor escaping the electricity.
Space spectrum and base sectors of space ranger with space lasers erase vectors immediately replaced with 360 measures of small gray matter. Matter is matter, multiple patterns, patterns is pattern pieces. Matter planets considered as uninhibitable, eventually uninhibited, eventually considered something that probably never even existed. As considered by highly religious skeptics with negative approximation as to the life of an abomination, born of various resonant filters and synthesis oscillations. I'm a black hole parasite, distinctness to molecular composition, particle ripping to use in a collage of different visions.
Circulation of phonetic structures, drawn wavelengths through air vents, radiation, activity with resonance, magnifying the art and communication. In 4000 AD, Big Bang Theory, seriously recreated, universal magnifying event, funneled atoms through my scientific sequence sentence while I flip the horizons the way I flip, with resonance, persistence, the reason of my service is in the vicinity of the black hole, forensic studies through calculation, database, gravitational pull, while chlorophyll fills my arteries and soothes my enzyme, repolarized pH balance, tip to scale the Pacific bloodline. Panic and spam Kenobi, recourse, a parallel of ordinary sorts of the normal. Drinking substance of light, reading Dante by the wormhole. Speaking of Michelangelo, peeking at 5,000 oracles. Flatline abuses, substance of structures are fusion. We are fruiting Martians, of sound waves and various wavelengths. A circulatory citation, objection, 360 degrees of space voyage, and aliens planes, no fences. We are Martians with 160 degrees of space magnitude, amplitude, and senses. Flatline will be your heart line, or the line that separates a line from the prey of no minds. When we announce rhymes, line after line. Flatline will be your heart line, or the line that separates a line from the prey of no minds. When we announce rhymes, line after line, after every galaxy, vast emptiness and clarity, clear conceptualized capacity, captivating the human body, canopy, of animated scenes. Seems aliens are more invigorating technology and techno society. Squeeze the venomous fluids and droids and earthly physiology, define physics and kinetics and complex equations, causing chaos in mathematics. Here an over-energized caucus with verbal synapses, excreting tactics who bend, not, and I. Squeeze day in a cancer of simple earthly follies. Flatline.
Intergalactic, massively described by conviction, testament contradicting the previous assumptions of comprehension, mind-bending benedictions, formulated hidden hypnosis, electronically scrabbled, scattered through static, explosive technologies, mathematically placed, maddening, logically calculated, saturated in liquid, hardening, situated prognosis, optical fibrosis, frequent, ostentatious, celestial, omniscient, omnipotent, omnipotent, content, context, complex, carbon-based, dominance, life form, permanence.
of skin. All green of skin.
Precise mathematic geostatic exposure, Archaeozoic quake, shake planet shielded enclosures, archaic idiom genius, supreme deist anarchist, farthest complex standing among far-fetched artists, advancing, prominent constant ratio passing, surpassing past, passive passes with lacking mastery, dominant imagery, imagery absently existent, absentee missing, impressive dialectic, diathermy, dialectician, theologian, lounging, loathing, lethargy, lexicographic, liberator, language, slang, lever rotation, for lack of better words, to circumnavigation of third view, optical nerves you use to have hallucinations serve through, invade, cerebral hemispheres intercept, unsifted, data shifted, curse you, black magic scattered throughout gray matter, incarnate talk, but knowledge won't get you far, see worms who not brandish batteries for brain hemorrhages and scars, constellation spam is a compilation of tapes rather than stars, in a combination of half man, half Martian.
Nano subjected iris, I live caught up in the wasteland, consuming all hyper cyberspace, fluxing out all green skin disillusion. If I were to be human, panic, make all unleavened bread, eat my green skin in the Mars pit.
Of skin.